Tide and Secrets by the Sea. English teacher detective Simon Sharkisle usually teaches at Seaside Academy, but whenever a mystery surfaces, people ask for his help. Seaside Academy's mystery club had chosen a quiet lodge on the Izu coast for their summer camp. On the second morning, Olivia Hartwell woke to a whisper that rolled through the hallway: "Maho's bed is empty." They found a note on Maho's pillow, neat on a folded towel. "Goodbye everyone. I'm sorry. I can't carry everyone's hopes. The sea is quiet. I'll sleep in the sea forever. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. I am WILLP GOAT OSTHESROAD is IBSDATIONLFORELUNCH. Olivia bit her lip. Someone said, "Her sandals are gone." Down a path of pines the cove opened, crescent sand, a scatter of dark rocks, the water heaving in mild breath. A single trail of prints led from the dune line straight to the foam and stopped there. Near the last print, a pale ribbon drifted in the shallows, snagged on a piece of seaweed. Rika, a first year with a ponytail, stood on the sand with the others and pointed up toward the ridge. Just after first light, she said shakily. I recognized her striped hoodie and watched her walk toward the sea, right there. I didn't wake anyone, I thought she needed a minute alone. Simon Sharkisle, who had agreed to supervise the camp as Mr. Simon, walked the tide line with his hands behind his back. He knelt at the lowest print, then at one high on the sand where wind lines frayed the edges. On each print, the heel was shallower than the toes facing the waves. He said nothing. Olivia watched him, frowning. Back in the room, she held the note again. She turned the lines over in her head. The phrase "when you have eliminated the impossible" tugged at her memory. She had seen it somewhere, but she couldn't place it. Olivia slid the note into a plastic sleeve and kept thinking. At noon, Rika repeated her story for the others. She had woken just before dawn and stepped out to the veranda for fresh air. From below she heard Maho softly crying and saw her heading off alone toward the sea. The hoodie's hem fluttered in the wind, its bright stripes startling against the pale morning mist. She thought Maho needed a minute by herself, felt worried but sleepy, and went back to bed. Maho's whereabouts were still unknown. It wasn't that no one cared, they just didn't know what to do. Olivia said, "Let's have lunch and then split up to search a bit more. If we still can't find her, we'll call the police." In the afternoon, thunderheads piled over the headland. By midday the wind off the water had turned cold, flecking the tide with white spray. Simon said nothing. He stayed behind helping Mrs. Kaneko, the lodgekeeper, clean up after lunch. Olivia and 3 remaining club members searched the lodge, the grounds, and the shore. Still, there was no sign of Maho. Mrs. Kaneko muttered that once, years ago, a guest had been swept away from this very cove. Did she go into the sea? The dreadful thought brushed Olivia's mind. She went to Simon and proposed calling the police. While clearing the dining room, Simon only murmured, "There's no need. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Bring Rika." After that, Simon left the lodge with Rika. Soon after, the 3 of them, Simon, Rika, and Maho, came back. Rika and Maho, looking sheepish, explained what they had done. Olivia sat between them. "If mysteries are your excuse to scare people," she said quietly, You don't belong to the club. Maho looked down. Rika wiped her nose. Back at the lodge, Simon was on the veranda watching the tide erase the path. We'll let it slide this time, he said. Olivia started to say something, then said only, right, let's let them sleep tonight.
Have you solved the mystery? Do you know the answer? Submit your answer at the site below. Scan the QR code on the screen or use the link in the video description to send it in. Outstanding answers will be featured in the comments section of future videos. See you next time for another mystery.